So you're looking for an Android emulator, right? And it can get kind of confusing fast. There are just so many out there. But the real question is, which one is actually the right one for your PC? Whether you're on a beast of a gaming rig or maybe an older machine, don't worry, we're going to find your perfect match today. It is super easy to get lost in all the options, with every single one promising the best performance. But we've sorted through all the noise for you. In this breakdown, we're going to look at the absolute best emulators for every kind of PC out there, from the powerhouses to the budget-friendly setups. Okay, let's kick things off with the big guns. These are the powerhouse picks. If you've got a top-of-the-line PC, a serious gaming rig, and you want zero compromises, well, this section is for you. And starting us off is a name that probably needs no introduction, BlueStacks 5. This thing has been the king of the high-end market since 2021, and for a really good reason. It's built for one thing and one thing only: pure, smooth, lag-free performance. So what's its secret sauce? It's all about Vulcan support. Now, what that means in simple terms is that it puts your powerful graphics card, your GPU, to work, letting it do all the heavy lifting. So, if you've got a beefy GPU and at least 16 gigs of RAM, BlueStacks 5 is going to give you an unbelievably fast and smooth experience. But okay, let's be real. Not everyone has a monster rig like that. And honestly, the mid-range is where most of us live, and this is where the competition gets really interesting. There are some absolutely fantastic options here. First up for the mid-range crowd is LD Player 9. If you're looking for a super stable, super reliable alternative to BlueStacks that can handle pretty much any app or game you throw at it, LD Player 9 is a phenomenal choice. And here's the key thing to know, the big difference. Unlike BlueStacks, LD Player leans on your CPU, your processor. This makes it the absolute perfect choice if you've got a solid processor, but maybe not a dedicated high-end graphics card. It runs on Android 9, which is still great and compatible with almost everything you'd want to run. So this is it. This is your first big decision. Look at your PC. What's its superpower? Is it your graphics card? Then BlueStacks is probably for you. Or is it your CPU that's the real workhorse? Then you're going to want to go with LD Player 9. It's that simple. But hold on. The mid-range options do not stop there. Let's talk about Mumu Player 12. And I gotta say, I was seriously blown away by this one. The performance is just so fluid. There's no stuttering, no lag. It just works. What really makes Mumu Player 12 stand out, though, is its interface. It's so clean and easy to get around. It's running on a more modern Android 12, and it's just really user-friendly. Even if you're totally new to emulators, you'll feel right at home. It's just a fantastic all-arounder for any mid-range PC with 8 gigs of RAM or more. Okay, next up, we've got the official entry from Google themselves, Google Play Games. Now, it's pretty new to the scene, but it's already making huge waves because its performance is exceptionally smooth and optimized. And here is why it's such a big deal. It runs Android 14. Yep, you heard that right. That is, by a long shot, the highest and most up-to-date version of Android you can get on any emulator anywhere. It's totally cutting edge. But, and you knew there was going to be a but, right? It's a pretty big one. As the name says, Google Play Games is for games only. You can't run your other apps. And on top of that, some of the biggest games out there, like PUBG and Call of Duty Mobile, they're not on it yet. So while it's super modern, its library is definitely still growing. And hey, if gaming is your #1 priority, then you absolutely need to know about GameLoop. This isn't one of those do-it-all emulators. No. Think of this as a precision-tuned machine built for one single purpose, giving you the best mobile gaming experience possible on a PC. So, if you live and breathe games like PUBG Mobile or Call of Duty Mobile, GameLoop is, without a doubt, the one for you. It's specifically optimized for those titles, giving you a real competitive edge. But if you need an emulator for more than just a few specific games, you'll want something more versatile, like Mumu Player. All right, let's wrap up with a category for everyone with an older or less powerful PC. You are definitely not left out in the cold. There's an emulator designed from the ground up to bring the world of Android to your machine. Meet Mumu Nebula, the undisputed hero of low-spec systems. This thing is unbelievably lightweight, and it's engineered to run smoothly on pretty much any computer, no matter how old it is. I mean, just look at that, one gigabyte of RAM. That's all it asks for. It's an incredibly low requirement, and it just opens up the door to Android emulation for a whole world of older computers that couldn't handle it before. But Mumu Nebula's real superpower, the thing that makes it so special, is that it can run without virtualization enabled. You know, that setting in your PC's BIOS that's always a headache to find and turn on? Yeah, Nebula just skips it entirely. The trade-off is it runs an older Android 7, so some brand new apps might not work, but for pure accessibility, you just can't beat it. Whew. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, so let's bring it all home and put it all together. How do you actually pick the right one for you? Here it is, your final cheat sheet. Got a beast of a GPU? Go BlueStacks 5. Your CPU is the star of the show? LD Player 9 is your best bet. Want something clean, modern, and easy to use? That's Mumu Player 12. Are you a hardcore competitive gamer? Game Loop is your secret weapon. Want the absolute latest version of Android? Google Play Games is the one, as long as you can live with its limits. And if you're on an older PC, Mumu Nebula is your ticket in. And there you have it, a clear path to finding the perfect Android emulator for your setup. So, your PC is ready. The only question left is, what are you going to emulate first? Thanks for tuning in.